Okay, so now it's time to start animating, and the first thing we have to do is set up our windows. So if you go to the very bottom left and you click, hold, drag, you can drag up a second window. This one will set to the timeline, so we get this pause and play menu. Then we want to drag out another one. This one will be our dope sheet. And then here we'll go into action editor, so we have access to our actions. So like walk cycle, idle, jump, fall, this is where you'll create them. And then we want to drag out the last one, which will be the graph editor. You might choose to use it, you might choose not to use it. And right away I will hit normalize. So the first animation that I think is the easiest one to do. You'll see that there's a few animations that the game uses. There's a fall animation, which is as simple as this, a jump animation, then there's the run animation. Notice the run animation is animation in one spot, and there's also the idle animation. So these are the 4 animations that we'll make as well. Quick note with the fall animation, you are not doing the impact, you're not doing like when the character hits the ground. Same with the jump animation, you are not doing the take off, you're just doing what the character is doing when she's flying through the air. So if I play the game and I run around and I jump, you see it just kind of transforms through jump, fall, jump, fall. It's just the fall animation constantly happening. So the first animation that I think is the easiest is either the jump and the fall. So we'll just start with the jump. So I'll click here in the action and I'll name this first animation jump. You guys on the old version of Blender don't have this legacy slot. All you have is this one. So here, this is where we'll have all of our animations. And actually, let's create them right away. So when you create the first one, jump, I'll just hit X and I'll create a new one and I'll call this one fall. I'll hit X again, create a new one, idle, X again, and finally walk. And you'll notice if you click on this list, you have all of these active. And if you saw at the bottom, I was getting a yellow error message, and the error message is warning you that some of these animations are not being used. And that's what this number 0 is. It's saying that nothing in your world right now is using these animations. There's 0 objects using those animations. Why does this matter? If I was to close Blender right now and open it again, all of these disappear. To prevent them from disappearing, you have to go through all of them and hit the little shield icon here. Okay, and then save your project. So now we're guaranteed that none of these animations will disappear. Okay, cool. So we'll start with our jump animation. For the jump animation, we actually don't move him up or down. We'll just let him stay still, but we pose him into a jumping pose. So I will raise him up a little bit so his feet are a little bit off the ground, and I'll just kind of position his feet. Okay, and in my case, I want his upper body to kind of be arched backwards, but I want him to be forwards. So I use the spine constraints to arch him backwards this way, like a bow. But then I'll use the center of gravity to kind of position his body so he's a little bit forwards like this. And I can even move the eyeballs. Because his eyeballs are symmetric, I'll enable my symmetry tool here, so I can actually move both of those upwards. And maybe if he's going up, I'll just make it that his eyes also go big. Then for his arms, bring them down. Okay, and so now that I positioned him, I didn't create a single keyframe. So we need to do that first. So I'll go to frame 1, and then I'll press A to select all of my bones here, and I'll press K if I'm on the new version of Blender, and I'll hit location, rotation, and scale. For you guys on the old version of Blender, you can hit I, and that will do the same thing, and you'll get the same menu. So now I need to figure out how many frames I want this animation to be. So in my game, there's 16 frames, 0 to 15, so that's 16 frames. So I'm just going to match the same thing, 16 frames. So that means here I'll go from 1 to 16. Right, the game goes from 0 to 15. Here I'll just go from 1 to 16. Then what I like to do is I like to go in the middle. So I'll go to frame 8 and I'll position him, you know, a little bit different, right? His arms might flap a little bit. And I'll try to move every single bone a little bit, because there would be some movement all across. Maybe his feet go down a little bit. Maybe his body goes back a little bit more. And I'll just say that his eyelids will also move back, but his eyes size will stay the same. Okay, now I'll press A again, and I will hit K or I, and I will keyframe all my frames. And now I can check out my animation. So this is what I have. Okay, and if I'm happy with this, you can just copy all of your frames on frame 1. So make sure you press A. You can then select all of them. Control C. You move your slider to frame 16, and Control V. Now if you play our animation, this is kind of what would be happening. I'm actually not a fan of his body oscillating forwards and back. So if I select bone here, I will delete the keys that I've done on frame 8. So I just selected it and I hit delete. And now this is what I get. Okay, and I think this is pretty okay for the jump animation. Oh, and actually, what I forgot to mention here is, just like with 2D animation, the animations cycle and they repeat. So essentially what's happening is it plays frame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. The thing is, frame 16 and 1 are the exact same frame, which means when frame 16 finishes and it looks like this, then it loops back to frame 1, which looks exactly like it. So it actually pauses on the same exact frame twice. So we want to fix that by grabbing frame 15 and moving it to frame 16. Okay, if you're using the graph editor, if all you do is press G and move it, you can accidentally move it up and down, so that will mess up your whole animation. So what you can do instead is press G, and because I want to move it only left and right, I will also hit X, that only moves it left and right, and now I can just move it by 1. Okay, and if I zoom in, now it's on frame 17. And that will be consistent for everything. But do that at the end, or at least I like to do that at the end. So when I swap to create a new animation, you'll see that it keeps the pose of the last frame that was played. And for that, simply hit A to select everything. And then Alt-R will reset all the rotation. Alt-S will reset the scale. And Alt-G will reset the movement of all the bones. Anyway, so now I'll just create the fall animation. The fall animation is the exact same, so I will not do it on the video. I'll just quickly make one. Okay, so here I have my full animation. Make sure it looks good from the back as well, because when you play the game, you will most likely see the full animation from the back as you're controlling your player.